What is up, everybody? Calvin Bui, aka Captain Charisma. I'm in Houston, Texas, and we are at, where are we? We are at Sapa Noodle House at 10800 Bel Air Boulevard, Suite F. Make sure you're at Suite F and not other suites here. The one thing about America that I've noticed is that everything is in a strip mall. Everybody has, I don't see many standalones anymore. 12 years ago, I think we saw more standalone restaurants, but now plazas are the thing. I've been craving pho. We were in Minnesota. We had pho at Pho Quang. We were in San Francisco. We were in LA. I stopped by Arizona, New Mexico. Of course, those two states don't have pho, but in Texas, they say that this, actually they don't say it, everybody else says it. They say, other people say that this is the best noodle house in Houston. And we're gonna give them a try. We're gonna have 3 dishes. We're gonna have egg rolls, which is called chả giò. We're gonna have hủ tiếu nam vang, which is Cambodian noodles. It is a dry or soupy noodle, depending on how you want it. But it's chocked full of organ meats. It's chocked full of ground pork. The broth is a pork bone-based broth, but I believe that there is some sort of either dried fish or something seafoody in there. But I know that in Cambodia, it's a really popular thing. Hủ tiếu nam vang is one of my favorite dishes, and then we're gonna finish off with their oxtail bone marrow pho. So we're gonna go through all 3 dishes. This is gonna be probably about 35 minutes. So if you're hungry, sit back, enjoy, relax, and we're gonna start eating. Okay, so, I lived in Vietnam for 12 years. So am I a pho expert? Do I eat pho a lot? Yes, I eat pho back home in Vietnam probably like 3 times a week. There are different regions of pho. Ideally, you have the northern pho in Hanoi and the southern pho in I had so much coffee today. The southern pho in Saigon. The northern style pho is very beefy. It's very ginger-esque. It is the flavor components of it is very light. The broth is super clear. They don't put much to or in their pho. The southern style is a little bit sweeter. It's a little bit more in depth when it comes to spices like cardamom and star anise and 5 spice and cardamom, cinnamon. What else is in there? Okay. Regardless of what's in there, you do see a difference between both styles. Now, is there one better than the other? Depends on what you're looking for in your bowl of pho. The ones that I've had thus far in America, they are very southern style. The one we had at Vietnam's was a northern style pho. You saw how clear that broth was. The flavor of it was more of the beef bones than anything else. And so we're gonna try out their pho here. Let's start off with their egg rolls. I met his mom earlier. She's such a sweet old lady. She was, rolling these by hand. And she had a few nice words to say about me. I asked her did she know my show. She didn't. Egg rolls come with lettuce, cilantro, and then their dipping sauce, which is can you see it? Can't see it. It is a diluted fish sauce. And I say diluted, meaning you don't just take the fish sauce out of the bottle and serve it. When you want to add lime in there, some people add vinegar in there, some sort of acid. Then you want to add some sugar. You want to add some garlic in there. And let's see how this is. Well, all right. We're starting off really good. Their egg rolls are chock full of flavor. Pork, mushroom, carrots. It's not filled with any fillers. You can really taste that pork, that nice pork in there. Oh no. I dropped my, there you go. Great fry, great crispness. You know, some restaurants, they'll buy frozen ones, but you know, you can taste the difference between a frozen egg roll and a fresh one. Nice flavors. More food's coming. Oh man. Tái nộp bò viên sắc hả? Okay. Wow, what is all that? Wait, where are you going? You know, right? She just dropped off a mound of meat to me. Cái này một phần hả? Một phần trai vậy? Một phần trai vậy? Trai hả? She said this is all for me. I mean, there's joints, there are, where do you even start with this thing? All right, well, let's start with the pho first because I don't want the noodles to expand. Oh my God, I'm kind of scared now. I'm kind of scared. All right, let's go in for it. If you eat pho and you put this thing in there or this thing in there, go ahead and unsubscribe to my channel right now. Somebody worked really hard to make this broth. There's a really nice scent of ginger that is just whiffling through the back end of this broth. I taste two things: ginger, beef, oh, and then onions. But not just any onions. I can tell that these onions have been sitting on the gas stove. I'm losing it today. Because there's a nice charness to it. Now, I don't mind if you want to put, I don't mind if you want to put the hoisin sauce on the side. I got no hatred for that. I don't mind if you want to put the sriracha on the side. Because, you know, everybody needs some extra flavoring. But this is how you eat it, right? You got a mixture of both, the yin and the yang. And you know, dip the meat into it. Don't put it into your broth. I'm telling you right now. If you need to put hoisin and sriracha into your pho because there's no flavor, that means your pho has no flavor. Does it mean that it means it's a bad bowl of pho. All right, let's get a nice big chunk of this here. Cheers. Hot damn. You know, I've had a lot of pho in my life. I really have. They always said, you know, Houston pho is going to be the best. And you know, how do you compare it to pho that you had in Saigon, in Hanoi? I have to say, I really have to say, this is probably one of the best bowls of pho I've ever had in my lifetime. Let's start off with the components of the bowl of pho itself. The noodles. These are not reconstituted dried noodles. These are fresh, thick cut rice noodles. And you know, that is the backbone of a good bowl of pho. Chewy, springy, fresh tasting. I had a bowl of pho in America that the noodles tasted of like ammonia, kind of like bleach, and it was just not good. The noodles just, when you bite into them, they have a really nice spring, but once you swallow them, they just go straight right down the hatch. The meat quality of the pho here is exceptional. Their brisket is soft. I was in the back earlier, and I saw some filet mignon that they hand cut, and when that hits the hot broth, it cooks it perfectly. The beef ball, the beef meatball, let's give that a shot. That's good too. I've been to places where the meatball is really hard and dense. That means one thing. They've thrown so much flour in there, so much binders in there, and you're not going to get that true beefiness to the meatball. That is seriously a really good bowl of pho. I'm going to say, I'm going to be hard pressed if during this trip I'm going to find another bowl that has this clean in flavors and the complexity of the beef. And the quality of ingredients. I mean, I can't stop eating. Usually I just stop eating. Uh-oh, I hear something. Oh God, I thought that was for me. That is seriously good. And again, I saw these big vats, big pots of just bones being cooked down. You can't hurry a bowl of pho. It needs to, the evaporation needs to happen. You need to boil all of the goodness out of the bones. You need to let it do its thing. That's seriously good. That's good, B. That's good. That's good shit. That's seriously some, man, that's some good stuff. All right, let's go into this meat. Now I'll show you guys this meat. This is meat that's been cooking. This is where all the flavor is coming from. Any meat that's closest to the bone is going to give you any meat close to the bone is going to give you the best flavor. It's funny because I've never seen somebody give a bowl of just tendon and meat before, especially in Vietnam. We don't have that. They would never let that go to waste. But I'm gonna pull a piece of meat off, and I'm gonna dip it into the sriracha hoisin sauce. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. All right, here we go, hold on. Đừng có vứt đi nha. Chút sẽ ăn nữa. Oh my god. Ok, bỏ xuống. Oh my god. Cho xin thêm mấy cái khăn giấy nha. Right here. Alright, cool. Thanks. Oh, check khăn giấy nha. Thanks. I can't pick my camera up right now because my hands are all. Since my hands are dirty, I'm gonna have one more bite of this. Really good. Oh. When you use really good ingredients, it's not difficult to create something so harmonious. At that bowl of pho. It's when you take those shortcuts. It's when you start adding stuff to your broth that you start getting flavors that don't seem natural, you know? I'm okay with MSG, I really am. But I think MSG just enhances the flavor that's already in the pot. If you just use that as the base of your broth, your tongue is gonna get numb, my shoulders get a little weird, I get really thirsty. It's not an allergy, it's just how my body reacts to MSG. All right, that bowl of pho was really good. Those egg rolls are really good. These flavors aren't, you know, like, these are flavors that I understand. These are flavors that you eat in the house. These are flavors that somebody who loves you will spend the time and energy to create this. Let's go to the Hột Tim Nam Vang, which again is the Cambodian noodles. You can have them dry, you can have them with the broth inside. Completely up to you. I'll turn the camera around and I'll show you guys what it looks like inside because it is really pretty. And then we'll go back to eating. Hold on. Wow. 1, 2, 3. All right. Let me borrow my chopsticks from earlier. Okay, so you have boiled pork. You have greens, a mixture of noodles. I got the glass noodle and also egg noodle, shrimp, and this is what I'm looking forward to the most. What is this red sauce on top? Of course, chicharrones, but what is this red sauce on top? I'm really curious. And then what you do is you have the soup to the side. This is just a pork-based broth, a quail egg, and some rib meat. All right, let's find out what's going on here. All right. Let's see what's going on here. Put the camera down a little bit so you guys can see what I'm eating. Good, right? Okay, good. All right. So this is a dish that I really love. I love eating this dish when I'm drunk, which isn't so often, but I say when I'm drunk because there's a spot in Saigon off of a street called Nguyen Chai that does really, really good Hột Tim Nam Vang. And they're really famous for it. So we usually go there after the clubs or after we go out drinking. This is a great dish to kind of soak up all of that alcohol. You guys can see me, right? Okay. Let's get some noodles. Let's get some noodles. I got some egg noodles here, some rice noodles. I got, and when I said organ meat earlier, you know, this is kidney. This is kidney. And that's it. There's kidney in here. Okay. Here we go. Why does, you know, Sapa Noodle House started as only cooking this dish, which is Hột Tim Nam Vang. Did it for a number of years. They've only started cooking pho recently. So this is what they're known for. Of course I want to eat this stuff. My God. My mind right now is exploding with flavors right now. I'm really trying to think of the right words to describe what's going on here. Okay, first and foremost, the noodles. Again, when you have really good fresh noodles, you're gonna have a bounce and a springiness to them. The sauce was the sweet, savory, almost fishy. I mean, it had a very seafood flavor to it. And I think, if I'm correct, it's a really interesting way of having it, because I've never had that sweet pork, a ground pork sauce on top. The chicharrones, which is fried pork skin, really make this dish pop. I mean, it's so flavorful. I gotta say, that is damn delicious. The shrimp is so sweet. Wait. Am I still in frame? Hold on. I just realized halfway while I was sipping it, I might have my head chopped off, so I'll sip it here. Oh. That broth, it's sweet because of the bone. It has a pork sweetness. My God, that is a good combination. I don't know what to say right now. Usually I know what I'm gonna say, but now I just want to eat. Now I just want you guys to watch me eat for the next 18 minutes. This is a great dish to kind of start your understanding of Vietnamese food. These are very simple ingredients. Noodle, pork, kidney, shrimp. There's a Chinese chive. This is a flat leaf chive. It's called hare in Vietnamese. I don't know what they call it in English. You know, this is very working man food. This is something that I believe in the Mekong Delta in the South, years and years ago, 30, 40, 50 years ago, they would be on their boat and they have a big cauldron of stock or broth, which would be this. And, as people were getting off work, these boats will pull up, you point, you eat, you leave, 5 minutes, you're done. These ingredients are very humble in the sense where, this might be conceived as, back in the days, working man's food. Kidney, something that people threw out, 50 years ago, is now really shining in this dish. It's, I know, wow. It is that red sauce that they laid over the noodles. It's mixed with ground pork in there. I don't know where the red comes from. I don't even know where the sweetness comes from. I can't imagine anything in the Vietnamese or even Cambodian that is red and saucy like that. But it is definitely something that is special. And again, this is a dish that simplicity at its best. You can eat this breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I love the roasted peanuts in here. I can't believe I'm going to finish this bowl. And I finished that bowl. And I finished the egg rolls. My God. I'm sorry to the audience that I'm not even speaking anymore, and all I'm doing right now is just eating. I'm sorry, audience. You deserve better from me. You deserve You deserve me giving you my full attention. What can I say? That is seriously an amazing bowl of noodles. Kudos to his mom. The story is, back in Vietnam, she had a noodle stand, came to America, started with doing nails, made food for the family, and one day, the family said, hey, let's start up our first noodle shop, which I'm hearing is nearby the current location. It was tiny, it was run down. The exact words from Thumb, the owner's son, was it was ghetto. And now they moved to this location at 1080 or 10800 Bel Air Boulevard, Suite F. And I'm hearing they're gonna move into a different location, an even larger location, because this space is not big enough for them. If that isn't the American dream, if that isn't hard work, perseverance, and grit, I don't know what is. I really don't. Everybody that we've been able to meet and interview, their stories are all the same. They came to a foreign country. They didn't know anything about being a restaurateur or being a chef or being anything. All they knew how to do was cook for their family. And, you know, I'm always one to say, follow your dreams, dream big, make it happen. But you gotta have the building blocks in order to make it happen. You can't just go and open up a noodle store tomorrow and expect it to be a hit. There's so much to it. Go learn. Find a restaurant, get a job there, whether you're, bussing tables or you are serving customers or you're in the kitchen. No Vietnamese restaurant will let you just do one job. Trust me on that. You'll do every single job there is possible to do. But you'll learn. And through time, you'll understand the mechanics of how to make great food. I looked at their kitchen. It's clean, nothing really out of the ordinary, nothing, there's no sous vide machines, there's not much. They cook their food. When they run out, they close for the night, and they do the exact same thing the next morning. Props to Sapa Noodle House. Props to these guys. They don't have much of a Instagram or social media presence, but if you are in the Houston area, make sure you come down here because this is absolutely amazing. I can't say anything more than that. Again, the flavors are flavors that are understood. Everything did not come out of nothing came out of a can here. I can definitely tell that. what else? I'm lost for words because this was such a nice meal. This is a meal that my mother would cook for me when I come home. And to be able to eat this every day, this is definitely top on my list of Houston places to eat at. Okay, with that in mind, 3 dishes. B! With that in mind, I had 3 dishes. Which is my favorite dish today? Was it the egg rolls? The egg rolls were really good. I really like the crunch on them. I really like the way they fried it. And it had a freshness to it. You can taste stale frozen stuff. So that was really good. The beef pho with the flank, or the brisket, the meatball, the tripe. There was a tendon or 2 in there. Phenomenal. Absolutely freaking phenomenal. Because the flavors are just spot on. It wasn't masked with all these spices. Again, ginger, beef, and some onions that have been roasted. That's it. And water and thyme. And water and a lot of thyme gets you that broth and the clarity of the broth and the flavors that it pronounced. The hột tiêu Nam Vang, the Cambodian noodles, were one of the best hột tiêu Nam Vangs I've ever had in my lifetime. It's definitely different than the ones I've had in Phnom Penh, different than the ones I've had in Saigon. So I'm not going to compare the two, but I will say that that really sweet and savory red sauce they have on top, make sure you do stir it all up. Make sure that a sauce coats everything. And don't be scared of kidneys. Don't be scared of kidneys. They're really good. This massive bowl of joints or tendon beef that was adhering to it. That is amazing. And then you had a bowl of marrow that I did use a little bit of in my pho, and that marrow is just, it's so fatty. It has this like beefiness that you cannot get anywhere else. All in all, this has been an amazing meal. And if you are even in the vicinity of Houston, if you are in Oklahoma, Tulsa, if you're in El Paso, if you're anywhere close to the southern central region, get your ass to Sapa, because this is gonna be my new hangout spot that I'll be eating at all time. Great meal, great meal. I hope that all the other Vietnamese restaurants that we'll be eating at over the next 12 months is going to have this much heart put into their food. But if this place is in a strip mall can show you how great food can be, there's going to be another 11 months and 2 weeks of eating ahead that I'm going to just enjoy my ass off. With that in mind, that coffee was strong. If you enjoyed the video, see, there you go. If you enjoyed the video that you just watched and you want to see more Vietnamese food here in Houston, there is a link down below for my Venmo and my PayPal. Ooh, I had a lot of coffee today. Consider pledging some money or donating some money to the channel. $1, $2, $5, $10. I don't know how much the bowl of pho is here. $12. Consider it, because it helps us as creators go to a lot of these small businesses, tell their story, eat their food, and well, I mean, what else can you possibly say? This is good. This is seriously good. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment your favorite pho restaurant or favorite Vietnamese restaurant here in Houston. If you have some in Dallas, comment anyways. I'm going to be up there pretty soon doing some videos, so I'll be going up there. But comment below what your favorite Vietnamese restaurant is, and I will go out there and make sure to give them some love, give them some spotlight who they are, and film there. What else? B, you want to come by for the last 2 minutes to talk to me? All right. Come here. We have 5 minutes left. This is B. B works for USPS. No, he doesn't. I rocked up here and he said, I know who you are. I looked around the room and I said, how do you know me? This fool says grinder. And I knew from that point on we were gonna be good friends. No, people, I'm not on Grindr. And he's not on Grindr either. What are you?
No comment.
No comment. So real quick, you are Houston born and bred.
Yes,
right?
I wasn't born here. I was born in Vietnam. Actually.
Okay.
Came here when I was 2.
2, okay.
Yes.
And what year was that?
1980, August 30th, 1980.
So you're born in 78?
Yes.
I'm born in 78.
Yeah.
What's your birthday?
77 actually.
Really?
77.
No wonder you look so old. All right, why do you love Phở Sapa? What is it about Phở Sapa that you love about this place?
Actually, Sapa, it's just the flavor. Like, I can't describe it. It's a good flavor. It's so like home cooking.
It feels like home cooking here.
Yeah, it's like home cooking and the flavor is just great.
Yeah.
And I can tell you guys, it's great for hangovers. Like perfect.
Like perfect.
Perfect, man.
How would you know? You never get hangovers. Look at this innocent face. He never gets hangovers. All right. When you come here, what do you always order before the whole incident?
Yeah. I usually order the phở thai.
Phở Thai, okay.
Phở
So
Thai.
that is just pho with hand sliced filet mignon.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I get that, and also I add quail eggs in there.
You add quail eggs. How many quail do you add in there?
About 6 or 7. 6.
6.
Yes.
Do they charge you for those?
Yes, they do. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Phở Sapa, free quail eggs, please.
Right from now on, when you go to Phở Sapa, tell that B and Calvin sent you. They're gonna give you 6 free quail eggs every time. They're gonna go out of business because of yes. What other foods should I be eating while I'm in Houston?
Usually people in Houston love buffets.
They love buffets.
Yes.
Okay.
You should go try the Kim Sun buffet
Okay.
here in Bel Air.
Okay, Kim Sun buffet, and what's
Yes.
what's it all about?
Kim Sun buffet have everything, like from your Chinese, your regular Chinese food, your sweet and sour, your beef and broccoli. They
You got
have the
meatloaf?
No, they don't.
Oh man!
They have prime rib on certain days.
Shut up.
Yes.
How much?
Slice.
How much?
I don't know how much it is. Like $20, $19.99.
Really?
Yeah. But their soup buffet part, everything.
Their soup buffet part.
Yeah.
Is it like soup plantation?
They,
Because we own like that.
look, they have phở.
They have phở.
bún bò Huế.
They have bún bò Huế.
They have mì hoành thánh.
Mì hoành thánh.
They have bún suông, I think. Everything. Everything you have in there. And
Yeah?
it's absolutely awesome.
All right. Well, if
So
you
you
want
should try it,
if
guys.
you want to see me and B take down Kim Sun on a buffet episode, message or comment below. B spelled B-E-E.
B.I.
B-I. B-I. Wait, does that mean you're bi?
No.
Not the way you looked at me earlier. Yeah, if you want to see me and B
It's
get on
that
a-
mustache.
Oh, I'm telling you, people want to go on a ride with this thing.
Yeah.
If you want to see us do an episode,
Let's
soon
do a
to be,
Kim Sun buffet episode.
Kim's a buffet. We're gonna hit the
Yeah, the buffet. The
buffet. And we'll check it out. Thanks, B,
Hey,
for being
Calvin,
a homie, dude.
it's a pleasure, man.
Yeah, man.
All right. That's it?
I mean, what, you want to see some more?
No.
Okay. Thanks, guys, for joining us. I will see you guys next time. My name is Calvin Bui, aka Captain Charisma. I heard that. Check out Phở Sapa. Thanks again for them letting us come in here and film, because honestly, I am truly grateful for the restaurants that let me come in for an hour and take up a table and just talk shit. Talk to you guys soon. Talk to you later, or see you guys later. Too much coffee today, man.